So Media Innovation Europe is, you can actually access the homepage through this QR code on my left. But it is a European Union funded project that's really a bold, multi-year initiative designed to stimulate innovation, sustainable business models, to build collaborations and community. And each of the 4 project partners are delivering a series of activities and have really been shaping a lot of dialogue on the state of media in Europe today. This includes candidate countries as well. IPI, leading this consortium, has been able to support, as you had just seen, ESRA, for example, pivoting from business model to business model, creating space for that sort of experimental process. It really is a process. You have to test, you have to build, prototype, but also not overinvest resources and create opportunities to go, say no to things, right? That's, we've found very, very critical when building media businesses, to be able to kill products because they aren't achieving the needs. And sometimes you'll find that, retaining too many products simultaneously is, for especially a small or mid-sized publisher, a very distracting activity. So this is, we basically provide 6-month-long initiatives where across Europe we're able to, help media companies increase paying subscribers, build newsletters, target local audiences better. But it's really just a unique opportunity also to build collaborations with really interesting projects. So that's enough for me for now. But I would just love to hear from everyone else and representing the different projects. Maybe Darina, if you want to start by talking about your work with the MIE.
Hi, and I'm very proud to share a couple of words about what we've been doing. So we've created a media brand and a hackathon, and this year it was the second media hackathon that we've conducted for the European media startups and media initiatives. We were open to anyone who, this year, the first year was more focused on the product, on innovating by using tech. This year we were more focused on sustainability and innovative business models. So the key was to create a project that would that would basically be sustainable, a project or a product, or that would add to this overall sustainability of the media outlet. This year we got 80 applications from across Europe, including not just European Union, but also outside of EU. And we were privileged to work with journalists and startups and media managers from Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia, Italy, Spain, and a lot of Ukraine and a lot of countries. This year, the 3 winners were focusing on both solving the industry problems, but also making it work business-wise. And I think all 3 of them succeeded. One of the winners is a project from Spain focusing on fighting disinformation and creating a bundled product for newsrooms that will help them engage their communities, if they read the revenue base or audiences, if they just work through engaging general audiences, through different product solutions, creating a forum, and that direct contact between the reader and the expert, having experts answer readers' questions, and having a platform for that. The other project was the project by European Correspondent. They were trying to solve the ignorance of big media outlets that are covering small countries in Europe and Eastern Europe specifically, not having any knowledge about them, unfortunately, making a lot of mistakes and reporting out of context. Well, they have actually correspondents in every country, so they can offer a service that would put them in touch directly with the correspondents on the ground, and you can commission articles from them instead of paying for a very pricey service from the media outlets and news services. And then the 3rd winner was actually trying to create a multi-platform, multi-approach publishing house on the investigating crimes.
Yeah, World of Crime.
Across the world. That was the project called World of Crime. They're publishing guides to to navigating criminal networks. They are consulting governments, but also publishing a newsletter for the general public, informing them on how to navigate this world. I'm frankly very proud of everything we've done. It was intense 3 days. We had 5 brilliant mentors helping teams to navigate the projects, and I think this year it was extremely obvious that the journey they went through from day 1 to day 3, it's just unbelievable. Some of them started without having anything, not even a kind of a finished concept of what they want to do, and finished with a feasible P&L at the end, and the business model that's working, and the product, and some even the branding. So proud of them. Thank you all for participating. I think we'll be doing it next year as well.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, the broader Media Innovation Europe project was extended, so it will be going on for another 2 years. But yeah, maybe Maya, would you like to introduce Thompson?
Okay, we can hear. Yeah, my name is Maja Vasnikolic. I come from Thompson Media, and as Ryan mentioned, this whole intervention has different aspects, and this is what's really great about it. And one of the things that Thompson took on is support to media to test some innovative ideas. And the way we did it was also, I think, slightly innovative, because we actually pushed our grantees to working with their mentors, develop an idea, a hypothesis they want to test, to validate, something that's fairly new in the region here, and then, if depending on the result, implement it. I was thinking about when Ryan said, in 3 minutes, what can we really say in 3 minutes? But okay, I could just say the idea was to help media become more financially resilient and operationally resilient, to open new revenue streams, to actually test the ideas of potential revenue streams, and if they work, capitalize upon it. Think about when it comes to content, what type of content the audience would like, test it, implement it. When it comes to business ideas, how to approach different advertisers, with what kind of packages in terms of service and products they can offer. So there was a variety of ideas that has been tested and implemented, and we are quite happy with the results. Some of our grantees were also participating in some of the other panels, like at the Westlon, and the idea was to support not only large media, but rather also mission-led media. So media that don't necessarily can become hugely financially, let's say, sustainable, but whose mission is really relevant, and maybe they operate in very poor economic environments, so we could recognize that as well as a challenge. But we still wanted to support them in order for them to grow and to make better contact with their audience for some potential future, let's say, monetization, although I'm pretty, our region is very poor, so that is also a challenge. But what also I wanted to say is that the word innovation has many meanings. And we found that in some media, innovation is introducing anything new, even if it's a newsletter, even if it's communicating with their audience. While in our other grantees, that was like use of artificial intelligence or using some different new equipment to reach. So that word conveys quite a lot of things, and it's important to remember that different media have different needs, they work in different contexts, and we should allow them this opportunity to grow and to test their ideas and to innovate even in such small steps. So I'm really happy that we will move on with this project in the next year. And I just wanted to add one more thing about it. It's about the methodology. We actually asked media to apply. They applied. We chose 12, some from the region here, but also from Malta, from Hungary, from Czech Republic. And then our mentors actually worked with them on a very intense 2-day event where they will go through their ideas again and create something we called a business growth map. And then the following year, they would implement it. So they worked very closely with the grantees. They helped them develop different ideas. Sometimes those ideas were changing because, as we talked today on many sessions, with validation, it's like you start something, but maybe that doesn't work. You could try something else. And what we actually really wanted is to change the framework of the mindset of the media that we work with, or i.e. their employees, to understand better how this potentially business part of journalism could work. I think maybe that's 3 minutes.
Thank you,
tops.
Maya.
Thanks.
Yeah, no. What's most fascinating is the use of also non-media expertise. You've really brought in some interesting technical capabilities, from consultants to web developers to advise these teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the essence of time, Carla, jump on in.
Hi everyone, my name is Karla Junicic and I was a project coordinator for the audience engagement journalism grants within Balkan Investigative Reporting Network. So within 2 years, BIRN selected through 2 public calls 20 media outlets from Balkan and Visegrad region and offered them grants, training, mentorship and access to digital tool to help them establish relationship with audience and make investigative stories of the audience interest. So BIRN has developed an audience engaged or Be Engaged tool, which enables journalists to crowdsource data of the audience concern and to analyze them. Within the audience Engage grant scheme, the 20 media outlets developed 5 cross-border stories and 10 individual stories. We trained more than 60 journalists and provided them with mentorship because each media outlet had a mentor assigned, which clearly proved to be crucial in delivering the project and making their own investigative and community source stories. And throughout the project, we also organized live visits of mentors and media outlets. So mentors were the ones traveling to their newsrooms to mentor them in person. The stories that media outlets developed were absolutely original.
Yeah,
I think.
We don't have the slides right now.
Is that ours?
It's-
So they dealt with different topics such as selective abortion, long waiting hospital list in Hungary. Then there were 4 media outlets from 4 countries, North Macedonia, Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Serbia, collaborating together, crowdsourcing photos and locations from citizens to make a map of illegal landfills. This story proved to be very impactful. Many of the stories were published on Balkan Insight, which is BIRN flagship website, and some of our outlets had a chance even to speak in the other media outlets. One of the stories made by Kosovo 2.0 about women victims of revenge porn in Kosovo has already received 2 awards, and one of them is award from the National Association of Journalists for the best story of the year for women empowerment. So as you can see, there has been some remarkable results and progress within our media outlets and within this project. Some of them never had an opportunity to use such a digital tool. Some of them never had the opportunity to collaborate with the other outlet and collaborate cross-borderly. So also the project really yielded with some great connections, and I still have one media outlet from Lazarevac, that's a small town next to Belgrade, calling me just to come over and visit them, and they were really grateful about the project. So what is most important about the project is that we witnessed that media outlets are willing to learn new skills and improve the quality of their content and innovate with capacities they have, and seeing them evolve, sometimes even jumping, I would say, from 0 to hero, I think that was the biggest reward you can witness, and this is what matters the most.
Cool.
Can I?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for someone to show up from the Media Blend participants because we just finished the hackathon yesterday. And finally someone showed up, so I wanted to introduce you to Emilio, who is seems to be the only remaining Media Blend participants. He represents VATIF, which is the media in Spain trying to take off our anxiety about the future. So they're reporting about tech, culture, climate, in reference to the future and how it's gonna turn out for us. They have quite an interesting business model, but you can talk to Emilia about it. And please take it from here and try to introduce your colleagues. I think you can learn a lot from this crowd, and this crowd can probably learn a lot from you. So I hope you all take advantage of this. And there are a lot of, by the way, media blenders from last year. Apparently, the Mindbox, a team from Romania who won the hackathon last year, have developed their product and have some sort of a booth here where you can check out their product. So that's how far Media Blend takes ideas.
Cool. Thank you so much.
I'd like to say something.
Go ahead.
To the audience, but this was such an amazing experience. I've been in journalism since I was 24. And I've never been in such rewarding conversations with some of the mentors that the Media Blend had for the past few days. And so thank you so much. And I hope to talk to you, some of you, in the next few hours. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.